everybody, it's Jamie. And today's video is going to be an announcement video slash college advice kind of video. So there is a little bit about CI in here. As many of you guys probably know, I have applied to be an RA for the third time, and I made it to the seminars, and I found out yesterday that I did not make it. They did not pick me. So that kind of stinks, but not only am I losing a whole year of job experience, but they don't get all of it. My brilliant friend Rebecca gave me the greatest idea, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw that I posted that I didn't get the job, and I hashtagged Jamie not the RA. So I think I'm going to start a series where I'm still going to show you all around CI. I want to show you the classrooms and the buildings and the library and more housing and things like that. So I'm going to start the hashtag Jamie not the RA series, where I'm not an RA, I'm going to be a resident like most of you. So I will be a fellow resident, which is going to be very exciting. But yeah, I want to try and do like the whole CI campus, all the buildings, all the services, and let you guys know as much information as possible. The only drawback about showing you guys videos like this, especially with services and with housing, is that they do change quite a bit. I think housing, as far as like applications go, is the one that changes the most. But most services stay pretty standard, so I'm pretty excited. And if you guys have any questions about CI, about my experience in housing as a student, as an art major, as a business major, being friends with bio majors and poli-sci majors and all different other majors, let me know in the comments below, and I will try to answer to the best of my ability. For all those who I have met at the Dolphin Days open house thingy and who comment on my videos down below, I'm looking forward to meeting you guys, and I honestly can't wait. Not gonna be your RA, but you guys can definitely find me around campus if you need anything at all.
You've been RA, Jamie!
Okay, so this is my third year at CI, and I have learned many things since my freshman year. So I kind of want to share like top 10 things that I've learned at college that I hope all freshmen can take away from this video, or even if you're a transfer just going to new school in general, that you guys should do in college. So the first one that I highly recommend is get to know your roommates. Not everybody is going to have the magical experience of having 5 perfectly amazing, awesome roommates the first time around. I did not have the perfect set of roommates. We got along, but we didn't really remain friends from my freshman year room slash suite thing. So don't expect them to be your best friends forever. I've heard horror stories from friends and people that I know, and it's not always perfect, but you might get lucky like I did last year and this year and end up with 5 and 4 amazing roommates that you get along with perfectly. Your personalities all mesh together even though you're all very different, and you can be completely weird around them. But even if you don't think you're going to be best friends, you should at least get to know them and at least try, because you are living together. Going along with that, number 2 is getting to know your classmates. Now, this for me is very important, and I imagine for many other people it probably is. As an art major, it's really good to not only be creative and do things on your own, but it's a really good idea to collab and make art together or get people's feedback. Or if, let's say, you're doing projects, you kind of have like people that you already know that you communicate with, and it makes presentations and things like that so much better. Another one, number 3, which CI also really pushes, is take advantage of your resources at your college. every college has like, well, I don't know about every college, but here at CI we have like the Career Development Center, which will help you with your resume. They will help you with job interviews and all of that jazz. But take advantage of the resources you have, because a lot of like, I know our Career Development Center, that is free, a free service to every student at CI, and once you become alumni, it's not free to you anymore. You have to make appointments and you have to do it within the hours and yada yada, and it's a pain in the butt. So take advantage of all the resources, take advantage of all the events that housing or the campus puts on, because those are free and you're paying for those. And like here at CI, take advantage of the CI Boating Center, which I have not taken advantage, but you bet your butt next year I'm going to, because you can go kayaking, paddleboarding, you can learn how to sail, all for free. Free as a CI student, and if you really want to, you can even work there and they pay you, and it's great. Another one that I personally like is volunteering. Now, this doesn't just mean like volunteering at events and things like that. Also, like, raise your hand in class, contribute to the conversation. Classes are there for you to learn, to question, and to get an education. Make sure you volunteer and get involved in those things. And then even volunteering at events, get involved in a club, in an organization, and just even within housing on your floor. Get involved, you will meet people, you will meet new friends. If I had never gotten involved in clubs and things like that, I would have never met my best friend Christine. So that means I probably would have never gone to any of the midnight premieres of The Hobbit, never gone to any of the midnight premieres for the Avengers or Captain America, never gone to the midnight premieres for the Hunger Games. I wouldn't have done a lot of things. Probably would have never gone to Universal without like my family, just like me and a friend. I wouldn't have done a lot of things if it wasn't for Christine. So my advice to you, get involved. You don't have to full on commit to everything all at once. You can try stuff out. If you don't like it, then don't do it again. That's all it takes. Another one that I know a lot of students struggle with is the fact that it is okay to be sad. It is okay to be homesick. Everybody gets that way, and if you don't get that way, then that's kind of sad in itself. But it is perfectly okay to be like, I miss my family. I know I miss my dogs like crazy. And it's okay to have a good solid cry every once in a while. Next one that I always encourage is get out of your room. Get out of your room. Go study in the library instead of on your bed. Go eat at the cafe instead of in your room. Just get out. Get some fresh air. Go to the beach. Go paddleboarding. Go to the mall. Just go somewhere. Which leads into my next one, which is go on adventures. It doesn't have to be this whole expedition across Africa or anything like that. Like, literally, go on an adventure to Scary Dairy, which is a bunch of abandoned buildings that a bunch of students hike to. Go out there. Go see all the graffiti that people have done. Go for a hike. Go paddleboarding. Go kayaking. Go to the Griffith Observatory. Go to museums. Go out to eat. Just go out with friends. Have an adventure. Even if they're not like your best friends, like, you gotta start somewhere with somebody. So just go out and have an adventure. Another one is take the classes that you want to take. Don't take a class because it is easy or because your great Aunt Tessie said you should take this class. They want to give you suggestions, great, but if it sounds completely and utterly boring to you, don't take it unless that is the least boring sounding one. Like, I didn't want to take Chem 100, but I also didn't want to take Chem 250 or whatever it was. Chem 100 level class, I can do basic chemistry. It was perfect. I'm not into chemistry at all. There are some classes like general ed that you have to take, but every category on that general ed sheet, you get at least 5 different choices. So you can decide which one sounds most interesting to you. Sometimes they will end up being the best class and sometimes they will completely suck. Like really suck, and you'll hate it, and you'll be so glad when the semester's over so that you never ever have to talk to that professor or take that class ever again. But you won't know unless you decide. And then also, that kind of goes with picking your major. Pick the major you want to pick unless your parents are paying for your college and you didn't get any scholarships, then you might be able to strike a deal. Like being an art major and a business minor instead of the other way around. Because frankly, you're the one getting the education, you're the one that's going to have to get the job, and if you absolutely hate your major, then you're going to hate your job, then you're going to hate your life because you're going to be stuck doing it for at least 30 years. And you're going to be one of those people that have a midlife crisis and that like, I'm going to go back to school and do what I want to do because now I can. Like, just pick a direction you want to go in, pick a few different majors if you don't know, take a few classes in one major and a few classes in another, and make your decision from there. But make sure it's what you want, and if your parents are paying for your college, make sure it kind of coincides with what they want. Because frankly, all they want is to make sure that you'll be okay for the rest of your life. Number 9, decorate your room. Please, please decorate your room. I personally, in my room at home, have posters and Harry Potter memorabilia and everything like that everywhere. Like walls plastered. Here, not so much. I have a few nerdy posters here, some YouTubers there, a giant thing of London in the back. Decorate your room. Trust me, it makes it feel much more homey. Makes it feel less like a shoebox. Makes it feel a little more unique, not so uniform like everybody else's room. And it kind of lets your friends know like what your personality is, what you like, what you actually want on display on your walls instead of just plain walls. Put anything. Put posters, put pictures of your family, put fitness inspiration, put whatever you want. Put things you like on your walls or at least pictures on your desk or something. Put some lights, put some tea lights, fairy lights and stuff. Those are always fun. But just decorate your room, kind of make it reflect your personality without damaging the walls, which means no push pins, no nails, only the poster tacky stuff. Otherwise you will get fined for it. And if you're using command strips, make sure you take them off properly because they will take the wall with them. And the last, but certainly not the least, one is to have fun in college. That's what college is for not only like finding yourself, but picking what you kind of want to do for the rest of your life, what you want to explore for the rest of your life. Now I know everyone's probably like, well Jamie, you're an art major. You like get to explore and create, and that's not the same as a science major. But it is. It is the same because guess what? People who are science majors feel really passionate and happy about science like art. It is the same, it's a different subject, and even some different ways of thinking. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Also, while you're down there, hit that button down below and subscribe to my YouTube Confetti Nation. I will throw as much virtual confetti at you as humanly possible. Also, you guys can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and Pinterest. So I will see you guys sooner rather than later. So goodbye.